giving the Tallcat puzzle a go today. Just having a bit of a scroll through LMD, and it caught my eye because I'm always a fan of Yin Yang plus killer plus positives and negatives. So standard rules for sort of standard Yin Yang, and then killer is just negatives on shaded and unshaded to sum to our totals. So we're definitely going to have a split across that two there, of course. Can we find the other split, I wonder? Possibly. Yes, in here. Yeah. So these are all going to be the same, and then these will all be the same, which is going to be very interesting for a lot of these guys, isn't it? That's just straight up got to be true, isn't it? I don't know which is shaded and unshaded at the moment. Hopefully that will reveal itself in a bit. Can I just see it, I wonder? So yeah, so if, because that is massive, that's already 21. If blue was negative, then you'd be at minus 21, and you're not getting big enough, are you? So blue is definitely positive, but that does mean that is 8-9 pair for 17 to get you up to 4, isn't it? Yeah. Nice. Blue is positive. Is that the... yeah, go on, I'll switch them around. There we go. So pink is unshaded, and you're doing pink minus blue to get your sum to work. Awesome. Right, so where do I want to look next? Pink minus blue, so that is 8 or 9 like that. Pink minus blue, if that was pink, you're already at... oh, you can just about get it, I can't. No, because of this. Nice. So if that's pink, you're already at 15, but you're taking away... you're not going to take away enough just by that alone, so that's definitely blue and pink there. Our -3... yes, you can't be... which way around is it? I think you can't be like that, because that would have to be 1, 2, 3, and a 9, which breaks this. That's at least blue. But then from there, it's probably not all that helpful. This could get away with being blue. For some reason, I was about to go into what's it called, oil and water puzzles, and then say if that's always pink. No, that wouldn't be true either way. But I tried. Right, come on, keep on thinking about what you're actually doing, maybe. So 7, 8 would need sum to 9, which has a couple of ways, and then 7, 9 would have to sum to 10, which could only be 4 and 6. That's helpful at all. Possibly not. 8, 1, 2, 11, that's at least... oh, hang on a minute. 8, 1, 2, 11. And that has to be 7. Yeah. Yeah, that looks right, I think. Which gives you the whole 4, 6 thing, gives you an 8 here. Let's put in what these are. So I know that this sums to 10. Could still be 2, 3, 5, but you definitely need 1 of 1 and 2, of course. And this sums to 11, but that's just how it works on the other side, sort of thing. And that 1, 2, 3, and 5. I assume digits can't repeat. Yeah, digits can't repeat. Probably should have checked that. So this has a minimum of 12. That's then all sorted, isn't it? So that's going to say this minus that. 8 minus 6 is 2. Can confirm. Nice. then I have broken the puzzle because what is going on here? Let's try that again. 9 minus 7. 6. I was just looking at the 9s and thinking something is not all that happy there, is it? Good. Then can I say anything about this 8? Yes, that can't be blue because then you'd have a you'd have 3 blues in that 8. It's not going to be good. This being blue, do I want to mark what these are? That's blue. Yeah, because this can't be that big. But that's fine. That could be... yeah. Blue, of course, puts pink here. Such, and that possibly does something. Not sure. This being blue is interesting, getting both of those blue and making that pink. Making that 8 or 9 with a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. No, hang on. 1, 3, and 9, that would have to be. 1, 2, etc. It looks like it works. It probably works. One of these has to be blue. So you got the same setup as this. With a 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. And... go on, use your brain. It's almost there. That can't be 4. There's something here, and I'm not quite seeing it. 10. So in total here, say those were an 8, 9 pair, right? Then 17, 13. That's what I'm looking for. These would be 10, and then those would be a 1, 2 pair, which would be fine. Looks absolutely fine. Oh, it's 7, 9, by the way. Ooh, they're quite small now. So this can't be blue. That's way too much, man. So now these 3 minus that 1. Highly doubt this. Oh, it could be a 1 with a... If it's 1, it goes up here, doesn't it? That's vaguely interesting. 1 or 2. I was thinking 1 just works with 2, 3, 4. Be quite a nice way of that doing its thing, really, wouldn't it? So along here, maybe, because if you had 3 of those being negative, then what's the minimum that could be? Something like 167. 167 is 14. Yeah. So that's got to be pink. Which is, it's not exactly a big deduction, I have to say. Every little helps. 1s and 2s here and there. At least one of those is a 1 or a 2. It's not so useful. So yeah, so if that's 8, 9 like that, you get a 1, 2 here. And if instead that's 8, you're forced to have 1, 2, and 9, aren't you? Isn't that true? Because that's, yeah, 17, and then you got 13, and then the 4 extra from the actual 2s in the killer cage. So this sells either 1 or 2 always, and this sells either 1, 2, or 8. So you can be 8, 9, 1, 2 pair. Everything's happy. And if you're 8, 9, of course, you're 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 3 in here. If that helps. Maybe. 1, 2 would put 1, 2 there, implying that this is 5 more than this. Yeah, that just doesn't work, does it? 1, 2, 8. Yeah. So this isn't 1 and 2. That is an 8, 9 pair, meaning that that one's the pink one. And blue like that. 1, 2 pair here and here. Does that say anything? I don't think so, actually. Strange. Yeah. And... oh, no, because this could be 6, 13. Yeah, that can't be 8, at least. Can it be 6? This is 6, then this sums to 14 with 2, 4, and 8. Seems okay. Should be all fine and dandy. That's not 4. 8s, 8s, and 8s, maybe. Other yin yang stuff, perhaps. Not particularly. Right. I mean, I kind of want to go back to this because I know it's got an 8 in it. Is that actually doing anything? No, that was not quite true. 2, 7, 8. Yeah, I'll pencil mark that. Just about enough to look useful. That's pink. That's blue. That's blue. That's blue. Yeah. Those two can't be blue because that would have to be massive. So that's definitely pink. And that's definitely blue. Could be straight at 1, 2, 4. I feel like there should be one cage that's monochrome. This is the only contender, interestingly enough. So if that's blue, that seems okay. And I said 6, 6 and 8 worked. Is that interesting? That's 6 and 8. There might be something there. I'm not quite sure. the 9 keeps... Oh, 6s and 8s. The -3 keeps on jumping out at me. So I know that these 2 minus these 2 is 3. Or these 2 add 3 is this. Is the easier way I find to think about it. These 2 add these 2. Oh, these 2 add 3. So in total, the whole thing is odd. Yeah, and then that's even. So this has got to sum to an odd number, and that therefore needs a 5. Otherwise, it would sum to 10. And it's summing to an odd number. If it didn't have a 4, that's fine. If it does have a 4, I can. It sums to an odd number. It didn't have a 1, so it's definitely got a 1. And it's definitely got a 3 as well. That's the other one, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. And it's probably a bit too much on the pencil marks, really, isn't it? But this minus... No, sorry. This minus that is -3. This minus that is -3. I think I moved the wrong things over. Pink minus blue is -3. Chuck the 3 over there, chuck the blue over there. So pink is 3. Pink add 3 is blue. Yeah. Pink add 3 is blue. So if this had 9 in it, is that going to get too big? 11, that would have to be 14. 9, 2, 6, 8. Seems okay. So maybe not where I want to have a look at the moment. Should we dive all the way back down here? One of these 2 is blue. And certainly true. Not all that useful. So something else maybe. If that's pink, pinks close off like this, and blues come up like that. which would force this to be pink. Seems okay. 5, is the 5 actually saying something? I mean, those, yeah, the 8s and 9s, they might help. The trouble is they can sort of just negate each other within the 5 gauge, can't they? I'm missing something obvious. Probably. This I said sums to 10, 2, 3, 5, or 1 with a couple of options. Maybe the 8 cage? Yeah, maybe I should have been paying more attention to this. Because if this is 1 or 2, that's then -6, I want to say, because there's definitely a 1 or 2 in here. And that doesn't work. If this was 6, then... Oh, you can take an off with a 2 there. That's interesting. So 6, 1, 3, and 2. Missing certain 1s and 2s. Am I? These two are different, right? So that's not a 2. Worth marking? Probably not. I mean, this one dropping down there. And all the 1s and 2s go in here, don't they? Yeah. Which is interesting. So, yeah, let me go back to this. Sorry. 6, 8, 2, 4. 6, 8, 2, 4. And what does 6 and 8 do? It pushes a 7 into here, so they can't all be pink at that point. You will have a minus. You could have a -7. And was like, no, I was thinking you can't have two negatives, which you can't. Or if this is 1 or 2, then this now can't get too big. So that couldn't be 8. This. Hopefully that worked. My mic went funny. Hopefully managed to pause. Yeah, so 6, 8, 2, 4. There's some stuff up here as well. Said these two have different parity. And this add 3 is that. 2. If that was 2, it's going to be such a tiny thing. 2. This add 3 is that. If that's 2, because then you get all this, that's already 13. That would have to be 16. And if either of those are 4s, again, that has to sum to at least 16. 4. No, that's... does that work? Hang on. Now I'm confusing myself. 4, I'd need this to be quite big when it's 4, don't I? Because 4 means this sums to at least 13. And then this would have to sum to at least 16. So 4s don't work. Yeah. So they're pretty big, but this could still have a small... In fact, it has the small digit, doesn't it? It either has the 2 or the 4 is the only one that's left over. So if that was 2... So for example, 2, 9, 6, 8, that all works, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so that one's quite open, really. We need to be thinking more in terms of these. But this was still potentially doing something. But I can't remember now. 6, 8, 2, 4. Or a 1, 2 pair. And it can't be a 1, because then that would have to sum to 9. And a 2 would mean that sums to... That would have to be 2 would put 1, 3, 7. So this can't be 1. 6, 8. So that's another 6. 6, 2. No, what am I on about? I think it can't ever be 7. 7 can't have a 6. Yeah. And 7 with a 2 would need 1, 2 here. So that's never 7. So one of these is always 6. Which looks up here, of course. So you're either 6, 8, 2, 4, or you're 2, 6, 1, 3. Ha! So you're either 1, 3 or 2, 4. Good. That's the unhelpful way of that to resolve. 7's definitely in here, so they're going to need a blue. Which means you get a blue-pink pair here. Pink, blue, pink. Blue-pink puts blue at least. And so if you had a -7, that would work with 8 and 6. -7 works with 8 and 6. -8 doesn't work. And how about something like oh, because you got a 7 in it, don't remember that. So 7 can't ever be positive, because then those two would just be the same. Yeah. So this is 7 and is negative, and that's positive. And that's 8 and 6. Right, okay. Back on again. 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4. 6s, 2s, apparently that's a 1. I wasn't particularly expecting that. Oh no, I think I was expecting that all to resolve at that point. I think, anyway. 1's here, 2's here, etc. Anything up here? 6, 8. It's not a 7. So it was like slowly reducing those pencil marks. It's always good. Nice. Right. So if that's if that was blue, they'd both be blue, and then that wouldn't get to 3. So that's definitely pink, and that's definitely blue. Therefore, and if that was 9, you're not getting all the way back down to 3, are you? Same thing. That can't be 3 because then those two are the same. That's 4 and 3 like this. Which doesn't help here because those two sum to 7. 4 does some work. And then this cell is 1. This blue's 1 bigger because you got to take away 1. I'm going to do this in the most unhelpful way possible, apparently. That can't be 8. So that's either 8, 3, 2, and it can't be 4 and 3, of course. So it's either a 2, 3 pair or an 8, 9. Nice. Very good. 4s are here. Almost 4s. Not quite, though. Alrighty, we've got a 9 in a 5 cage. Could that be a -9 with an 8, 6? Don't see why not, to be honest. And if it was a +9... If it's a +9, you then can't have an 8, because you need a -4 from the other two. Ooh, which could be -1, 3. That's pretty funky. So, -9 puts 8 and 6. +9 could put a 1, 3 pair. Except, yeah, no, it could. Yeah. Pretty sure it could. Or 2 things with a difference of 4. Don't know why I said it. Well, they can't have a 8 because of that 4. Which obviously couldn't be 9, 5, couldn't be 8, 4, could be 7, 3. Be 6, 2, and could be 1, 5. That's more open than I thought it was going to be. Tricky. Interesting. Keep on looking along here and thinking ones or something like that will help us, but not quite. That can still be a 9, annoyingly, can't it? With a 9-2, 6-8 thing. 6-8 that way round. So, remember connectiveness. I've solved the Yin Yang. That was a while back now. I just completely forgot connectiveness at the end. Alrighty. 0 cage? Probably 0 cage. Because 2 of them will just sum to the other. So if blue, blue, pink, for example. And pink, pink, blue, but that could be pink, and then got some options there. We got a 1. Don't remember that happening. Oh yeah, no, I think I do actually. But that didn't well do too much. And it's the same thing here, that 2 cells sum to the other. And if I want to think about, so if this one was the sum of those 2, I'm just purely thinking about row at the moment. Couldn't be 4, 1, 3, 5. 5 does just work with 1, 4. Does oh, actually, no, none of these cells are 1, are they? Yeah, because 1s are here. So it couldn't be 5 with 1, 2. And so 6 would put 2, 4. Doesn't necessarily need a 4. It almost has to have a 7, but the 7 can hide there. So that's interesting. Obviously, the 7, 9, 3, 2 jumps around and does a lot of work. Oh, and you can be 9, 4, 5. I was thinking you had to have the other 1, 3. But I think that 9, 4, 5 would be okay. Can't see any reason why not. Maybe not quite looking up there yet. So instead, well, I'll just go back to this. Fact that that's, you do a mega sum of odds and evens in all the row and such. Yeah, that being 3 with a 4, 5, 9, so your whole 2, 4, 9, 7, a 6 here. Weird. 3 putting 6 there. That anything? 6 up here. Not quite. Threes are definitely there. Might be interesting. Already, I'm jumping around the grid far too much at this point, aren't I? Need to sort it out a bit. I was just looking at 4s and 6s and seeing that can't be a 4-6 pair, because then that would have to sum to 13. Yeah, so if this cell is 6, then that can't be like 6 and 2. So that couldn't be 11, and that can't be 6 and 4. So that can't be 13. So that's not 6, which gives you a 6 here. I'm pretty sure that was true. That's got to be true, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. That seems fine. So 6, 7 breaks because then that would be 13. No, that would sum to 10. Yeah, no, that was fine what I did before. And can I not do anything else there? So 6, 7 means 2, 8. 6, 9 means 4, 8. 6, 9 needs 4, 8, doesn't it? Yeah. And 6, 8 then needs 11 over here, which can be done in a couple of ways. Bar humbug. Alrighty, but that cell's always 6, which is nice. I was thinking that's always the negative because I was having a look at that before, but not how that works. So if that was 7, that cell's 7, right? Then doesn't this straight up have to be that has to be a 3, 4, 7, 5. Yeah, that all works. 7, 5. Now hang on, 7. That's 7. If this cell's 7, you get a 9, 8, and then 4 breaks in the box. Right, there you go. That should help, he says, hopefully. So that's definitely negative. Or that's no, that's definitely part of the 2 cells that sum to the other. And the other one is going to be, so if it was those two summing to this guy, then yeah, I think all of those just work, don't they? 2, 5, 7, 3, 7, 3, 4, 7, 4, 5. Oh, so yeah, so you get a 9, 8, 9 thing going on. 7, 9 even. Interesting. And surely that's a virtual 7, 9 pair across here, isn't it? Because otherwise 8. Yeah, virtual 7, 9 pair there. And 8s are also gone. So what am I trying to say? 1, 2. What am I trying to say? The thought just gone. 1, 2, 3, 5. So it's got 5s in as well, apparently. Yeah, 5s are here. I'm sure there was a more straightforward way to do this. And the odds and evens have a difference of 2, so the whole thing sums to an even number. So it can't be 1, 5, 3, 6 is basically what I'm thinking. That just can't work. 1, 3, 5, 6. 14. 1, 3, 5, 6 sums to 14, which would... No, 6... Yeah. 1, 3, 5, 6 sums to 15, which can't be split into 2 numbers that differ by 2. That's the point. Then you get an 8, 9, 1, 4, 7's here, 3's, 7's, 9's, 5's and 4's. Not 9, interestingly, so that's a 7, 3, 7 thing. This is all looking like it's working, which is good. It's not 2. Excellent. 7, 9, 4. So if 15, 12, that works. 14, 13 doesn't work. So 15, 12. Oh, come on. That's gotta... How's that not do anything? interesting. I'm sure that would keep on going. 3, 9, 8, 5, 8. 1, 2, 4. 4 here. 2 pair. White 8s. There's something about 8s and I can't remember. So I'll come back to that in a second. Back, should we look at it now? Let's have a look at it now. So 9s are going into this. So that can't be a negative 9 because then that would need 6 and 8. So you got positive 9 and then you need to take away 4. Which can't happen with 1, 2 anymore. Yes, that has to be a 3, 7, 9. 7, 9 like that. With the 7, 9 is positive, so 7 is negative, and these are both positive. Yes, the maths checks out. Lovely. 3, 5 up here. 9 and 3. What have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 7. Single there. 4 at the bottom. 3's up here. I'm really surprised that that stayed unresolved. Interesting, isn't it? This little guy, probably going to help us out. Surely that has to be a 2, 5. That is the only way that works. 2, 5, 3, 1, 4, 1. Gives you 7 and 3. That's one colour and those are the other two. So these are all the same. So they're going to be blue. Blue like that. Pink, pink. And then across. 3, 5, 2, 5, 5. 6, 4, 6, 5. That was a 1 therefore. Yeah, that looks right. 1, 2. 2s are there. 1s. 5s and 8s. Save that cell for last. And have a look at some colouring. So, how's this going to end up connecting? These two are the same colour. Yes, yeah, that can't be blue because then that's pink. Pink, blue, pink. Blue there, pink here. And I suspect both of these are going to have to be blue, aren't they? Otherwise, it's not going to be happy. So can both of those be blue? Blue is takeaway, isn't it? Yeah, no, so blue can't. My question is, how does this blue attach to the rest of it? It can't connect through there, and it can't connect through there. So that means both of those are blue. And then this pink has got to escape here. So that's a positive 6. And that means that's a negative 5. Which means positive 2 and negative 1. Yeah. And then that's all connected. Right, sorry. I was just not seeing that at the end at all. Getting confused. Tired brain. But that was a lovely puzzle. Enjoyed that a lot. Nice combination of the rules. Bring it all together. I think at some point I was jumping around a bit, but all came back together. Yeah, no, really nice puzzle. Enjoyed that a lot. Very smooth. And thank you very much for the puzzle. Hope you enjoyed watching. Chat to you all sometime later.